Today, the next topic we are going to discuss about the Bose-Einstein statistics. We have already studied two statistics, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics and Fermi-Dirac statistics. Now we pass on to the third statistics, Bose-Einstein statistics. Bose-Einstein statistics is applicable for bosons. What is boson? Particle with zero or integral spin. Okay, particles with zero or integral spins. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. They are called bosons. Okay. And they require overall symmetric wave function. They require symmetric wave function. See, particles having even mass number are found to be bosons, even mass number. There are many examples for a nuclei having even mass number. The nuclei having even mass number is called bosons. Examples of such particles are photon. Example, photon, neutron, and helium nucleus. Okay. N14, O16, nucleus. They are all having even mass numbers. They are all obeying Bose-Einstein statistics. Okay, they are called bosons. And this statistics applicable to a system containing indistinguishable particles. Okay, it is for indistinguishable particles. And there is no limit to occupy the number of particles. Okay, there is no limit. Okay, there is no limit to the number of particles. That is, the particles are indistinguishable, we cannot differentiate, and there is no restriction here. Any number of particles can accommodate in any energy level. Okay, that is, the particles are nothing but bosons. Now, we are using the thermodynamic probability here. In the case of Bose-Einstein equation, the thermodynamic probability is given as Ni plus Gi minus 1 divided by Ni factorial into Gi minus 1 factorial It is also factorial. Ni, the number of particles in the ith energy level, and how many number of waves of distribution. That is why we are dividing by Ni factorial and Gi minus 1. Yesterday we have seen the remaining, which is unfilled compartments. Now, using this thermodynamic probability, we can write down going on as N1 plus G1 minus 1 for the first energy level. Okay. Similarly, for second, N2 plus G2 minus 1. We can going on write it out like this. Therefore, I am writing the sum of all energy levels from first energy level to ith energy level. Okay. I can write it as Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial divided by Ni factorial into Gi minus 1 factorial. Okay. Using this equation, now I am deriving the Bose-Einstein statistics. I am taking logarithm. That is, we know that the differentiation of logarithmic quantity of thermodynamic probability is always equal to 0 because W is maximum. Okay, since W is maximum, any maximum quantity on logarithmic differentiation, its quantity will be equal to 0. So therefore, now I am taking this first equation, that is thermodynamic probability is a sum of Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial divided by Ni factorial Gi minus 1 factorial. Now I am taking logarithm. Okay, I am taking logarithm to this equation. I will get ln W is equal to sigma 1 to I. Okay. Ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial. Okay. And here minus ln Ni factorial and minus ln Gi minus 1 factorial. Okay, I have taken logarithm. Now I am applying Stirling's approximation as usual, as we have done in the last class. Applying Stirling's approximation. We know already that the Stirling's approximation is, yesterday we have studied, ln n factorial is equal to n ln n minus n. This is the Stirling's approximation. We are using this Stirling's approximation for each and every term in this equation. See, there are 3 terms are there. For 3 terms, I am using Stirling's approximation and writing down ln W is equal to sigma 1 to I. Okay. Ni plus Gi minus 1 into ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 minus Ni plus Gi minus 1. This is for first term. Then for second term, minus Ni ln Ni minus Ni. And for third term, Gi minus 1 ln Gi minus 1 plus Gi minus 1. Actually, this is minus into plus, minus into minus plus Gi minus 1. Then I am simplifying this equation. Okay. It will be equal to sigma 1 to I Ni plus Gi minus 1. Ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 minus Ni plus Gi minus 1 minus Ni ln Ni. When I take this minus here, minus Ni minus Gi minus 1 ln Gi minus 1 plus Gi minus 1. Okay. Then what happens? This Ni and Gi minus 1 and this will get cancelled, and finally I can write it will be equal to sigma 1 to I Ni plus Gi minus 1 into ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 minus Ni ln Ni minus Gi minus 1 into ln Gi minus 1. So we can arrive after simplify, after cancelling this, we are arriving this expression. Now I am taking this as okay, I am taking this as equation 1. I am taking this equation 1 after simplifying this. Now I am differentiating this equation 1. This is ln W on differentiating equation 1. Okay, and differentiating this equation 1, we get d ln W is equal to sigma 1 to I ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 into dni minus ln Ni dni equal to 0. Okay? Because d ln W is equal to 0. You know already And now I am reversing the sign. Minus d ln w. I am putting minus here. Equal to sigma 1 to I minus ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 into dni plus ln Ni dni equal to 0. Okay. Now this is I am taking this is as equation 2. Or I can write this equation or I am writing this equation as sigma 1 to I minus ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 plus ln Ni into dni. Okay, this is equal to 0. I can write down like this. This is equation 3. Okay, this is equation 3. Now, as we know already that summation of 1 to I dni is equal to 0. The last class we have studied. Okay, this is taken as equation 4, and sigma 1 to I of ei dni is also be equal to 0. This is taken as equation 5 because these two values we know already. Okay, that is the summation of differentiation of ni is always equal to 0. The summation of ei dni is always equal to 0. Now I am multiplying by arbitrary multipliers as usual, that is alpha and beta. Multiplying equation 4 by alpha and equation 5 by beta. What is alpha and beta? Alpha and beta are arbitrary multipliers. Okay, alpha and beta are arbitrary multipliers. Okay, I am multiplying and adding to equation 3. Okay, multiplying and adding to equation 3. Okay, when you add to equation 3, we get sigma of 1 to I will be minus ln Ni plus Gi minus 1 plus ln Ni plus alpha plus beta ei into dni equal to 0. Okay, this is equation 6. And each term in this equation on summation we get, when we sum up each term in this equation, okay, each term summation is equal to 0. In this, each term summation will be equal to 0. So therefore I can write, that is minus log ni plus gi minus 1 plus ln ni plus alpha plus beta ei will be equal to 0. Okay, this is equation 7. Now when we compare ni plus gi, okay, the sum of ni plus gi is always be greater than 1. Okay, when we sum up the ni plus gi, it is always greater than 1, and therefore ni plus gi minus 1, okay, will be approximately equal to, okay, will be approximately equal to ni plus gi. So instead of taking ni plus gi minus 1, I can use ni plus gi, because ni plus gi is always greater than 1. Now I am taking logarithm so that I can write this equation as ln ni divided by ni plus gi will be equal to minus alpha minus beta ei, or I can write ni divided by ni plus gi will be equal to exponential of e power alpha and exponential of beta ei. Okay. Or I can further simplify this equation. Ni divided by ni plus gi will be equal to or I am reversing this, taking numerator into denominator, ni plus gi divided by ni will be equal to e power alpha plus beta ei. I can write down like this. I am simplifying this. Here ni by ni plus gi by ni e power alpha plus beta ei. Okay, then I can write this equation. This ni plus ni is 1 plus gi divided by ni e power alpha plus beta ei, or gi by ni equal to exponential of alpha plus beta ei. When this one goes there, it will be minus 1. Or I can simplify, write this expression as Na is equal to, okay, Na is equal to Gi divided by e power alpha plus beta ei minus 1. This gives the distribution of particles at the ith energy level. The number of particles at ith energy level can be easily calculated by using this expression, and this expression is called Bose-Einstein equation. Okay, this is Bose-Einstein equation. So this is how you have to derive the Bose-Einstein equation. Okay, so far we have studied the three statistics: Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics, Fermi-Dirac statistics, and this is about Bose-Einstein statistics. In the next class, we are going to study the comparison